Boom! I've got the power! How's it going, everybody? It is JPT back with the Hermitpack. That's right, the Hermitpack. Today, we're doing some farming. I don't know why. Why is that in the middle of those farms? I'm sure there's a reason for it. I just keep killing it. Bam! Bam! Look at this. This is a garden scythe. Harvest and replant large areas. Heck yeah. Holy crap. Holy crap. I thought it was maybe nighttime. I thought I got lost. Oh, Jesus. That's insane. Oh. Yeah. I found this, actually. I found this in my adventures on the maps. Probably found out at a village, to be honest. Oh, we forgot one. It seems so pathetic when it's just one. But as you can tell, I've been farming around here with my slime boots. Let's see. Just the one. Just the one. Yeah, it's a little bit more epic when you got a few more things involved. I really don't want to do it over here because those are foods that, well, these are all vanilla. And those are like rice and all sorts of other things that I'm none too keen on at the moment. But hey, it is what it is. But today, we are not farming. We are farming, but we're not farming, if that makes any sense. Let's get rid of these seeds. I love this trash can. The trash can will save your life. Get rid of the things. You know, you don't want just one of something. Oops, let's not put the potatoes in there. Let's put the potatoes in here. That's right. Beetroots. Beetroots. So I'm discovering at some point we're going to need a power source. And I think we're going to use food and animals for said power source. And also we're going to be constructing some tools. Materials and you. Tinker's Construct. So this book is actually really convenient, and they've they've upgraded this book. This is the second edition. So if you had some issues trying to figure out Kinkers? Trying to wrap your head around Tinker's Construct, this book is amazing. And you can actually click on different things. You can go straight to that page, go straight back to this. Tool materials, you can see what a smeltery looks like. This is so much better. You got the modifiers, so instead of having to like go to the website and like come in and out, like we could actually do this together. We could actually be like, hey, I want to do this. Let's take a look at like mending moss and like how do you do mending moss and what can they be used on? And it's just such a better way of doing this book. So Scalda, bless your soul for doing that. But here is where we're going to actually build some stuff. Let me show you. By the way, Whoa Tabernacle. I hope I'm saying that right. He is actually here. I thought he was going to be coming through that door. He's not here, like, amongst us at the moment. But he is on the server, and I do believe he is the person that runs the server. And so, again, thanks to him for the invitation on having some fun. So, yeah, seared brick doesn't actually give you any experience, I believe. So, don't think you're going to be doing tons of XPing down here whenever you get your seared brick. But what you can use the seared brick for, you can actually find some seared stone, which is kind of cool. But we are needing seared bricks for the bottom. We're going to do, what, 9? So we're going to need 9 of these. And then we're also going to need some seared glass, which is pretty much the same thing, except you put glass in the middle. And we're also going to do, this is some other cool stuff you can do now. You can do a furnace, so you can cook food that way. You can also do like the seared tank, which is really awesome. Not this tank, but you can actually make a tank out of that. So we're going to need this, and we're going to need, not creeper face, not the furnace controller. Or does it automatically appear when you build it? I don't know anymore. It's been such a long time. Yeah, maybe once you build it, yeah. Retains liquid when broken. Yeah, I think we're okay. So we'll do that. So I guess I can do that on camera. But I'm really enjoying getting back into... is that enough? 'Cause I think I want to do mostly tanks up top. But yeah, I've really been enjoying my my time here on the mod pack. So I've actually thought that out of anything, I would probably enjoy modded Minecraft on a single player experience more so than vanilla, because vanilla puts me in a creative mode, whereas modded puts me in like a I want to mess with all the things at the same time, and I want to just like spend the time doing that. And so that's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. So if things go south with this server, which I'm not expecting that anytime soon at least, we can always fall back on the single player experience. Okay, so technically we just need to build the tank now, so it is that with glass. Oh, so a few other things that Weremuffin gave me. He gave me the ability to craft. He gave me this crafting module, and he also gave me an inventory module, an extension, which honestly I haven't used. I haven't thought about that. And he also gave me this charm belt, which inside it has this zombie charm, which makes it so that zombies leave me alone. So that is really cool. And so you can add more charms to that if your heart so desires. I know we have some glass in here, so we'll grab that. And I know this is probably nothing new to some of you, but it might be new to a few people out there, so that's why I'm kind of taking care of it at the moment. This is just how you build. That looks terrible. I hate the way that looks with that underneath it, so we're gonna commit a brick to the cause. That and that. And it doesn't work. So I'm thinking I'm missing something, and I know I'm missing something, and I just can't remember. Smeltery, that's what we need. Well, why didn't it show up? Am I just not seeing it? Furnace controller, glass. Is this all in alphabetical order? What is it? What I literally, I just looked at it. Smeltery. Smeltery. That's kind of weird that you would do that. So you've got the seared tank, creeper face. Where the heck is it? There's the basin, which we know about, a drain, glass, smeltery controller. Duh. That's a duh for me more than anything else. Yeah, it's the exact same thing, except there doesn't have glass in it, you dummy. So we'll actually get that one back. And there we go. And so the more you add to the top, the bigger this gets and the more stuff you can put in it. It's going to be really cool. So let's build some of that glass. So this, and I'm pretty sure it's, let's try to do as many of these as we can. 12. Yeah, so we're going to need to make more, but this should get us at least a layer or two in order to... Oh no, please. Ah, you get it back. Okay, so you can break it. It's not like normal glass. I just like being able to see it. I think it looks cool to be able to see your stuff like that. And again, the glass seared, you can do like the window, and it retains the liquid, but really you just need this. It cannot store liquids. And then you also have the gauge, which is really cool too. But really what you're looking for, if you're just doing a basic smeltery, is the seared glass. And so now when we go to this, see how it pretty much doubled the capacity? It's because for every vertical layer you add, you get 9 more placements. So you're basically multiplying the 9 that you have in the middle. And you can make these bigger as well. So the smallest you can do, I think that's what the book actually even tells you, is 3 by 3. So yeah, you can do 3 by 3 or up to 11 to 11, which is pretty awesome. And any height from a minimum of 2. So you kind of have to have the height going for you. And basically it says minimum of 2 is because you have to have the floor plus this. So that's basically 2 is what it's trying to tell you. So I'm going to go get some more. In order to do this, by the way, you need seared brick and you need grout, arm grout. which you can build out of clay, sand, and gravel. And I know I have a ton of clay. Gravel, I'm pretty sure I picked up, but it always seems like sand is the culprit. So, like, I know I'm looking right at it. So, like, we have a ton of clay here. Maybe I didn't have as much gravel as I thought, and maybe I used it on something else. Oh no, it's right here. See, I got a ton of gravel, but sand non-existent, and so I'm kind of like barely using enough materials to get the stuff I need because I don't want to keep wasting it. But at the same time, it's like, all right, well, we gotta build this, and now we gotta build this. So look what I'm doing. I'm building a shovel because I need to go get sand. It's just like, come on. Let's go ahead and sleep. Yeah, I've been taking some screenshots, all sorts of stuff. I got the screenshots. I've been doing some convoying. So yeah, let me go make some more glass, get that tank flowing, and we'll kind of go from there and figure out exactly what we're going to be building tool-wise. Here we go. This is some sand. Oh. I was like, all right, let's do this. And then I realized, this isn't going to work out. But yeah, look, got a skylight, an indirect skylight. Oh boy, I'm just failing all around today. Well, yeah. I swear I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. All right, so this is going to get us pretty close to where we want to be. Yeah, where we want to be. So it's just a matter of figuring out what materials we want to use. And honestly, I was kind of looking at this. Some of these are pretty awesome tool materials. So there's all these, like wood is just always kind of funny. Stone, flint. Yeah, cactus, bone. Like, so now they add all these like different modifiers. So like splinters, like hit them more to deal more damage, but like the durability's done. But then you can realize like what you can make out of this stuff. And then of course we're talking like individual pieces. So then you have like the head, you have the handle, you have the extra. But see how it's going through the different heads and the different handles. So it's like you can make all these tools. Like you could make just a piece of one of those tools out of this. So like if you wanted to just do like a pickaxe, but you just wanted the head to be bone, you could totally do that. Obsidian, prismarine is cool that they've thrown that in there. End, so you can end like end stone. Paper's always been a really nice one because it actually gives you more modifiers when you do that. So we'll definitely be adding paper to ours. Sponge is kind of cool. Yeah, it's gains silk touch, but deals no damage. So that may actually be something that we take into account. Firewood seems like a pretty cool one. It does auto smelting, so like harvested blocks get smelted, so that would be really cool to have on a pickaxe. I wouldn't probably put both. You wouldn't put these two on it because they're counteracting each other. Pig iron is always a fun one because it involves blood and stuff. This night slime is what really has me kind of curious because it has incredible durability, gives you obsidian, and also breaks soft blocks, but then it's also unnatural and it mines faster the higher its mining level is above the required level. So if we go to mine something that's like iron level, and it's going to do it faster because it's above that. That's how at least I read that. So night slime seems like something we might want to look into. So let's see. Night slime, block of night slime. Yeah, okay, so it's a combination of molten iron, liquid purple slime, and seared stone. Interesting. So it's a bit of a to-do. Liquid purple slime is slime balls. So we'd have to get purple slime, which I don't even know if we have that. Do we have purple slime? Where are my slime balls? No, we have just congealed blue and congealed green. So that's what makes that uber special. And so I'm going to probably do a lot of this off camera, but I just wanted to kind of show you a little bit of what's going on. So there's slime, blue slime, like even blue slime is kind of interesting. So if we were to do so, but it doesn't give you any like extra things, but it has super strong durability. But like at least this gives you cool stuff to deal with, whereas like this durability is even crazier. But it's all dependent on what you want. That's pretty much what they've done with Tinkers now, is they've made it so that it's like, it's what do you want to do with the tools rather than just sort of like incredibly hard to get stuff. Okay, so as I'm moving forward, I'm discovering a lot of things that I kind of was curious about before. So as we were exploring all the different villages, in the past you had to find all these patterns sort of out in the open. I don't remember having necessarily the ability to make all of them. So right now I'm just making all of these patterns. And then what they will do is, so this is the stencil table, and then the pattern chests will get all the patterns that you need. I forgot there was a few steps involved before you could really get rolling on this stuff. So we've got those two, but at the same time I need to, I don't know. It's been kind of weird. So let's go ahead and do, that's not what I meant to do. Grab those materials. So we're in our crafting table. Click on this. Now we can click on this. Now we can make those. Go in here. Drop those. Make that one. Drop it in the pattern chest. So you can kind of do it directly because they're next to each other, which is really nice. So now we have all the patterns that were here. So we're pretty much done with that. So we can right click on the pattern chest. It's being a little weird. There we go. So we've got that. Now you can click on the part builder. So let's say we wanted to do the tool rod. Click on that, and whatever part builder we wanted to do, we would actually have to put that material in. So I think in this case we want to make a mold. So we could put actually stone in there, get the stone tool rod, grab that. Now what we'll need to do is we'll need to get some like molten gold, I believe. And what we'll do is we'll put like a little drain here with the pattern thing. So we're not done with the seared stuff yet. I just wanted to remind myself and also you of completely what's necessary in order to make this happen. I'm not seeing, okay, not the furnace controller. Come on. I'm just drawing a huge blank. Smeltery. Yeah, so we need a smeltery drain, which is done with 6, and then we also need a casting table, which is where we'll drop that piece into, and a casting basin. So I'll explain that once I build all of it, but I didn't want to get so far ahead that I couldn't explain and kind of show you the steps. So basically, after we put this in the casting table and get the actual mold for it, then you'll be able to put whatever you want, make the tool out of it. So you don't want like a stone tool rod. You're going to eventually want to put like, I don't know, green slime in it or something. And so you have to put that in there like that. And then once you do that, you bring it to this table. And again, I'm not sure why it's being so laggy, but then you actually build your tool based on the stuff you have. So like we know we need a tool rod. So like that one's good to go. And then we just have to get the other stuff in order to make it happen. So Tinkers is still kind of built that way. I was just always wondering, like, I went to pirate ships, I went to villages, and I actually wasn't finding these patterns anywhere, these stencils. And so I'm really glad to know that it seems like this is everything we need, because I haven't found any, which makes me think that they kind of took that whole part out of the process. So let's put that back where it goes. So yeah, that's kind of what it is. So again, I'm going to have to put a drain here, probably put my stencil table here and put a stencil table here, like put a, so I'm like double speaking. Basically make 2 smelteries, 2 faucets, 1 casting table, and 1 casting basin in order to get entire blocks as a thing. So you'll see that again. Most of you probably already know how this works, so don't let me waste any more of your precious time, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I think it's been a while since the last clip that you saw, the last segment of the episode. So we've got a lot of stuff going on here. As you can see, I've got all sorts of tinkers, tools, weapons, etc. I actually recently just built this iron slime excavator because, well, it's got pretty good durability slime, blocks are a little bit more difficult to make than I realized. These suckers right are you? Right here. These are actually not super difficult, but not the easiest either. But yeah, we've got all sorts of cobalt, ardite. Finally got those. And the reason I got those was because, well, I was really wanting to get this as strong as possible. We are godlike, which I found out in Tinkers. The thing that's modded on top of it allows you to get extra modifiers. So, for instance, this thing was all tapped out, but with all the XP that I got to get comfortable with it, it actually gave me a modifier. So now I can put a lot more haste on it, because right now the bonus speed is 29, and we're just a regular old haster. But you know what I want to do? I want to push it past its limit. I want to go hastus on it. So we go from 29 to 58. We pretty much double on down. And we won't be able to, we'll be able to max it out, but we only have one more modifier. Otherwise, if we had multiple modifiers, it would just push it into the next one. So here we can do 6 and get it to 60%, which is pretty awesome. But we'll have to keep using it now in order to get another modifier. Whereas things like this sword have like a ton of modifiers left, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, 6 modifiers. Sometimes you don't see it over here. Yeah, we have 6 more modifiers, and it already has looting and all sorts of crazy stuff. It has mending moss. This thing, because we've used it, because we're a grandmaster, we have a lot of stuff that we can keep going. So it's kind of a cool way that you're just not you're not fully maxing out things, but the more you use them, the more abilities, or the more you can actually add more modifiers as you go. And of course, our book here will tell us all about that. But yeah, we then also went ahead and built kind of a small little production area. This is a crusher. Behind it, though, you can kind of see back there is, see, that's the item hopper. I don't know if we'll be able to get to it without breaking stuff, and I want to save my electricity. Okay, so we were one off. Yeah, so back here is a culinary generator. We're just using carrots, and since we're right here by the farm, it only makes sense to do that. So the culinary farm just gets fed with a hopper full of vegetables. It's kind of OP, but hey, it is what it is. Connected then right here to this energy storage unit, which now I have all these tools. I found all these tools in other villages. So we have the illumination wand, we have a swapping wand, and a potion wand. This one's probably going to be the one that I feel like is probably going to give us something to actually write home about. So, boop, just does this little orb, which to me is a little weird, but hey, it's pretty cool. So that will definitely be getting used. It'll get charged again. Doesn't take very long. Probably didn't use much. The Staff of Traveling is actually kind of cool. You put down travel anchors, and then you kind of like have the staff in your hand, and you look at them, and if you can see them within a certain distance, you can just go poof, right to it. It's almost like a teleport. So this, I believe, is our sag mill. So it takes, it doesn't take these. That's what, so basically, since it doesn't do these, we have to, oh, I can't toss them in the crusher, so I have to toss them in whatever this thing is. Yeah, it's weird that it doesn't tell you what things are, but, so I needed, what was it, a crusher? So if that's the crusher, then the other thing is, I wrote it down, a grinder. Yeah, so this is a grinder. This is a crusher. Some things do better than others. Of course, I got my Torturino lighting things up. Getting a ton of black quartz, which is actually, I had for a short period of time, all that. But I went ahead and got the dark helm because I want to put the one probe and the night vision on this helmet. I got emerald leggings. I just found them. They look fun, and they kind of match our outfit already. And of course, slime boots, because that's how we travel. So we have a ton of black quartz, and it gives you experience too, which is awesome. And then this is, of course, our not our sag mill, but it's our furnace, right? Blast furnace, or whatever we want to call it. Yeah. As you can tell, you can probably hear me going through my notes. Our alloy smelter. Yeah, it's our alloy smelter, because what it's doing is it's taking these, breaking it down, so one ore becomes two rather than just going straight to a smelter. You're actually getting double your items. Goes in here, boop, and then this is all the stuff that we've gotten out of it. Pretty cool. That's just for mining with this bad mama jamma. Chisels and bits is actually how I made this, and this is actually one of my favorite blocks. Oops, I got 2 bags. It's hard to keep track of them. I wonder if I could rename those bags. That would be really helpful. Alabaster. Although, with our color wheel, you can do a lot of really cool stuff. So, and it's going to be cheaper if we do it this way, too. It's actually probably, yep, our bone meal is in that one. So, and then we'll show more of this in the next episode, but this is just a sneak peek. So, this is a chisels and bits. See? You can just go boop, get rid of that. You want it back? Too bad. Too bad, so sad. So this could be actually a block, and I think it will be. But most likely, there you go. It's all gone. We ate it. We're going to be playing with that in the next one. But not only is that awesome, but we have these different white blocks, and it's actually just using cobblestone. So it's super cheap, and you don't actually have to go find blocks. And I actually want different variations of a white block. That's what I'm looking for at the moment. So right now, bloop, where's alabaster? Let's get an alabaster block, and you can kind of see how white block, this one at least, is a little bit brighter. See how this is a little bit darker, whereas this is a little bit brighter? That's kind of what I'm looking for. And of course, we can grab that one, and we can grab this one. So this was the second one, which is really close to that. So if we wanted just more of this, and we couldn't find it, we could just replace it with that. And then, of course, this is another white block. It's a little bit darker. Actually, these two are probably a lot... Yeah, maybe not. So this could be a color palette that we could work with. So it's not just all one color. It's all different colors, and it kind of looks like it's been worn and torn on our wedge that we're going to be building. So I'm going to probably lay that out. Oh, we don't have any more room. I was going to say, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm probably going to lay that out a little bit, kind of see where we go from there. Of course, these don't stack on top of each other because that's white block 1288. That's white block 1289. This is alabaster, so it goes there. And this good guy will go 127. So I will likely go more this route. I was saving all these blocks like marble and alabaster, but the fact that you can just use cobblestone and just paint it whatever color you want with this color wheel, game over. Seriously, game over. So I think I'm probably going to go over here. Let's zoom in. Probably go over here and get sort of a template layout going. Might dip into elevators in creative a little bit just so that I'm ready to go on that. I think we're going to go ahead and just forego this as a base. I think this is going to be our new base area. It looks pretty cool. It's kind of in this valley with mountains around it. I like it. And then, of course, being able to get back and forth will be pretty easy. So, yeah. Kind of another disjointed episode, and that's probably just how they're going to be because I like to stream this, and people seem to be enjoying watching this. Of course, my Let's Build series, some of you have asked about that, and it's still around. It's still around. Don't worry. Don't worry your pretty little faces. I'll jump back into it at some point, but right now I'm having some fun with the Hermitpack, smeltery, machines and stuff. The next thing I'm going to be getting into, as you can see, I'm making a positive chisel design because I'm going to be wanting to clone a lot of that stuff. Storage is another thing that I'm going to be looking into. So in order to get started with storage, you have to get silicon, and then you get to go up from there. So you get to go from 1K to a 4K to 16K to 64K. So it's just like on and on and on and on and on. And I don't know if that's something that I'm going to probably show you on camera because, see, that's how you build the 1K storage part. But in order to build the 4K, you need 3 of these. In order to do that, you need 3 of these. But of course, that's technically 9 of those. And then on top of that, it's like, whatever, 27. It's just a rabbit hole. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. So likely you will be seeing that just in the next episode at some point. Power source wise, this is probably not going to cut it what we got going on, but it's working for now. So I think I'm going to keep that. But if it's just an automated carrot farm with a Torturino that keeps things fueled, I don't necessarily mind that. And so I'll have to keep that in mind when I start designing the new and improved wedge. So we'll see what happens. So that's going to do it for me. As always, appreciate you guys watching. You can't necessarily see my eyebrows, although let's try something. Normally I have my hat on, but if I take it off, can you see? You still can't see anything. It's just the helmet. If you ever wanted to see me, my eyes, my pretty little eyes, that's what they look like. I don't know if that's what Maverick's eyes look like, but hey, it is what it is. Anyways, I gotta go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, this is JPT. Go play your games, and I'll be seeing you.